Hey everyone, today we're talking about building a team. And before we talk about building a real estate team, let's talk about team sports for a minute because I love this comparison. Not every team is built the same way. Some teams are built around one strong player with a coach helping to guide strategy and performance. Others look more like a full organization with offense, defense, specialists, coaching staff, and even a general manager who's looking out for the big long-term plan. Real estate teams actually work the same way. There isn't just one version of what a team should look like. And building a team doesn't automatically mean building bigger. Sometimes it means building something smarter. So today we're going to talk about how to recognize when it's actually time to build a team and when the next level in your business might be something entirely different. If you're thinking about building a team right now, there's a very real chance you're about to make an expensive mistake. And it's not because you're not capable. It's because most agents don't actually need a team when they think they do. They're just tired. And if that's you, if you're busy, overwhelmed, maybe even dropping the ball a little, this is the conversation you need to hear before you make your next move. Because here's the truth. The next level in your business is not always a team. Sometimes it's systems, sometimes it's one person, and sometimes it's just getting your business in order, under control before you try to scale it. Now, if you're here, you're probably asking some version of the same questions every agent asks at this stage. When should I hire an assistant? Do I need a buyer's agent or a transaction coordinator? How many deals do I need before building a team? Am I scaling or am I just burning out? And underneath all of those questions is the real one. Am I overwhelmed enough to need help? Productive enough to afford it? And really ready enough to actually lead it? That's the tension. And if you don't get that right, you don't scale. You just create more chaos. So let's start here. What agents think they need versus what they actually need. Most agents hit a point where they're busy all the time. Their calendar is full, phone is always ringing, and they start thinking, okay, I need to build a team. But busy and productive are not the same thing. Overwhelmed and profitable are not the same thing. And having a lot going on doesn't mean you've hit true capacity. It just might mean your systems aren't strong enough yet. Before you hire a person, you need to ask yourself a very simple question. Have I earned the right to hand something off? Because if your business is inconsistent, if your follow-up isn't dialed in, if your processes live in your head instead of on paper, then bringing someone in doesn't fix the problem. It actually multiplies it. And this is where I see a lot of agents get stuck. They feel like they've hit a plateau. They feel like they're supposed to be doing something bigger. So they default to what they've heard. Build a team. But what they actually need is leverage, not headcount. So how do you know if you're really actually ready for the next level? There are 5 really clear signs I want you to pay attention to. First, you're consistently losing time to administrative tasks. Not occasionally, consistently. Paperwork, coordination, scheduling, it's eating into your day and pulling you away from revenue generating work. Second, you can't take a day off without things falling apart. If you step away, deals stall, leads go cold, everything depends upon you being available at all times. Third, your follow-up is slipping, and you know it. Leads aren't getting the attention they should, and opportunities are starting to fall through the cracks. Fourth, your client experience is getting harder to maintain. You're still delivering, but it's taking more effort, more stress, and it's just not as smooth as it used to be. And fifth, your pipeline is strong enough to support leverage. You actually have consistent business coming in, not just spikes in activity, but something you can rely on. If those things are true, then yes, you're probably ready for the next level. But here's the key. The next level does not automatically mean a team. So let's talk about where your first next move should actually be. If paperwork and coordination are what's killing you, you don't need a team. You need a transaction coordinator. If admin, scheduling, and organization are draining your time, you need an assistant or a virtual assistant. If your lead flow is strong and you have more buyers than you can realistically handle, then maybe it's time for a buyer's agent. Only if you already have repeatable systems, consistent lead generation, the ability, the willingness to train someone, then you might be ready for a team. Your first hire should solve the problem that costs you the most time, not the one that sounds the most impressive. Ask the question, what task cost you the most time. Because here's where things go wrong. Agents hire for image. They want to say they have a team. They want to feel like they've leveled up. They hire before they have the systems. So now instead of one person being disorganized, it's 2 or 3. Or they hire another agent before hiring support, when what they actually needed was someone to handle the back end so they could stay focused on production. Or they assume that because they're producing at a high level, they're ready to lead. And those are 2 completely different skill sets. And one of the biggest mistakes I see, they don't define the roles. They bring someone on, but they don't clearly say, here's what I do, here's what you do, and here's what success looks like. And when that's not clear, everyone ends up frustrated because a team does not fix disorganization. It actually multiplies it. So when does a team actually make sense? It makes sense when a few things are true. You have consistent lead generation, not hope, not potential, consistent, predictable business. You have clear, repeatable systems. Your business runs the same way every time, not differently depending on the deal. Sure, the deal is different, but the process runs smoothly every time. You have enough margin to absorb the overhead because bringing on people costs money, and you need to be able to sustain that. You're willing to train, coach, and lead, not just close more deals. And most importantly, you actually want to build an organization, not just to increase your personal production. Because if you don't want to manage people, a team will feel like a burden, not a breakthrough. And I want to say something that might save a lot of you stress. Your next level might not be bigger. It might just be better. Better systems, better follow-up, a tighter niche, stronger marketing, transaction support, more leverage without having to manage clients. There are a lot of ways to grow your business that don't require you to become a team leader. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I might be ready, but I'm not sure, here's what I want you to do this next week. Look at your last 2 weeks of work, just the last 2 behind. Write down everything you did, everything. Then separate it into 2 categories, what only you can do and what someone else could do. That second list, that's your opportunity. That's your first hire. Then ask yourself, where's the bottleneck? Is it leads? Is it systems? Is it capacity? Or is it leadership? Because if you have a lead problem, a team won't fix it. If you have a systems problem, a team won't fix it. If you have a capacity problem, then yes, leverage might be the answer. And if you have a leadership problem, you need to solve that before you bring anyone else on. And if you do decide you're ready to build a team, then your next step is not just hiring, it's planning. What are the roles? What are the expectations? What are you giving? What are you getting in return? What does the structure look like? Because the place I see teams fail the most is not in production, it's in unclear agreements. People come in with different expectations. And that's where everything starts to break down. So don't build a team because you're chasing the image of growth. Build support around the part of your business that's starting to break. That's how you actually scale it. If this helped you think differently about your next move, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment below. Let me know, what stage are you in right now? Are you building systems, hiring your first person, or thinking about a team? And if you take one thing from this, let it be this: forward is the goal. This episode has been sponsored by HomeSmart Stars. Agents, do you feel unseen, unheard? Maybe wish you had better commission? Maybe wish that you were welcomed and encouraged to just show up as you are and be your true authentic self and have all the training and support and tools to help you thrive in your real estate career? If so, then you need to reach out to HomeSmart Stars and make HomeSmart Stars your home for real estate.